Right, here's a tricky one for you, a real head-scratcher. At what precise moment are you actually dead? Think about it. It seems like a straightforward question, doesn't it? It sounds simple, but believe me, the answer is anything but. It delves into the very core of what defines life itself. For as long as humans have been around, we've been obsessed with death. It's a universal fascination, a mystery that has haunted us across cultures and generations. Not just how it happens, but what comes after and whether we can somehow cheat it. The quest to understand and potentially overcome death has driven countless myths, religions, and scientific endeavors. Now let's start with what makes you alive in the first place. What are the key indicators that separate the living from the non-living? Is it a beating heart? The rhythmic pulse that sustains us, pumping life-giving blood throughout our bodies? Consciousness? That elusive spark of awareness? The ability to perceive, think, and feel? Maybe just the fact that you're breathing? The simple act of inhaling and exhaling, taking in the air that fuels our existence? For most of history, people thought death was obvious. It was a clear and undeniable event, easily recognized by all. Someone stops moving, stops breathing, they're gone. That was the simple equation, the accepted truth for centuries. But science has complicated things. The advancements in medical technology have blurred the lines, challenging our traditional understanding of life and death. In the early days of medicine, death was called when the heartbeat and breath stopped. These were the primary indicators, the definitive signs that life had ceased. But then CPR came along, revolutionizing our ability to intervene in the dying process. And suddenly, people who'd stopped breathing or whose hearts had stopped could be brought back. They were snatched from the jaws of death, given a second chance at life. So, were they really dead? Had they truly crossed the threshold, only to be pulled back, or just mostly dead, as the saying goes? A humorous yet unsettling thought that highlights the ambiguity of the situation. Today, science leans on the idea of brain death. This concept has become a crucial criterion in determining the moment of death. That's when all activity in the brain, especially the brain stem flatlines, when the electrical signals cease and the brain no longer functions. Once that's gone, there's no coming back. It's considered an irreversible state, the point of no return. But even then, the cells in your body are still alive for a while. Life persists at the microscopic level, even after the individual is declared dead. Your hair and nails keep growing for days. A somewhat macabre reminder that biological processes continue even in the absence of life. Your gut bacteria are having parties for weeks. A bizarre yet fascinating thought that highlights the complex ecosystem within us. So is you just your brain? Is our identity solely tied to the complex network of neurons and synapses within our skulls? Or are you the sum total of trillions of living cells? A vast and intricate community of biological units working in harmony? And here's where things get even stranger. The mysteries of life and death continue to unfold, revealing unexpected and perplexing phenomena. Some animals can literally come back from the dead. Nature holds secrets that defy our understanding of the boundaries of life and death. The tiny tardigrade, for example, can dry out completely, entering a state of suspended animation, and then spring back to life decades later. A remarkable feat of resilience that challenges our very definition of death. And science fiction is even wilder, pushing the boundaries of possibility with imaginative concepts, with tales of heads in jars and cryogenic freezing. Ideas that were once confined to the realm of fantasy are now being explored with increasing seriousness. But as far as actual resurrection goes, the ability to bring back the dead remains a distant dream. Bringing a long-dead human back. We haven't cracked that one yet. The complexities of human biology and the irreversible nature of decay pose significant challenges. All of this raises a big question, a fundamental inquiry into the nature of existence. Is death an instant, a single definitive moment, or is it a process? A gradual transition from life to non-life? The truth is, it's a bit of both. As is often the case with complex questions, the answer lies in the nuances and the interplay of different factors. There's no single moment when every part of you gives up the ghost. Death is not a light switch that flips instantaneously, but rather a dimmer switch that gradually fades. Instead, it's a gradual winding down, a slow and steady decline of vital functions, starting with your brain, the control center of your being, as its activity diminishes. Then your body's systems, the intricate network of organs and processes that sustain life, begin to fail. And finally, your individual cells, the fundamental building blocks of life, succumb to the inevitable. So next time you ponder what separates the living from the dead, when you find yourself contemplating the mysteries of existence, remember, the real answer is messy, fascinating, and still partly out of reach. It's a complex puzzle that continues to challenge scientists and philosophers alike. Maybe one day science will blur the line even further. Perhaps future advancements will redefine our understanding of life and death. Until then, I'll just keep wondering. The quest for knowledge never ends. Thanks for watching. I hope this has given you something to think about.